Hey class, sorry I couldn't be there today. I'm doing some family stuff in Florida right now, but I'm here to present my part on how Teyai Selasi has used the rhetoric of appeals of pathos, logos, ethos, and kairos in her speech to convey her message that when asking where someone's from, it's not enough to give your nationality directly where you were born. Rather, it's where you have lived, where you're a local, where most of your experiences come that really make you who you are. So Teyai Selasi uses ethos throughout her speech, which is the credibility of the speaker, what makes her words valuable. She has ethos because she's published multiple books, and in her most famous book, Ghana Must Go, she was selected as one of the top 10 best books in 2013 by the Wall Street Journal. She also has a large amount of cultural experience due to the fact that, as she stated in the beginning of her TED Talk, she's been to 14 countries in the last year and given over 100 speeches. Not to mention the cultural experience she has from her parents, her friends, and herself living in places such as the United States, England, Ghana, and Saudi Arabia. Also, it's important to note that speaking on a TED Talk is very hard to do. You need to be very credible. There's a large screening process and a lot of applicants to get there. I feel like Teyai Selasi uses pathos and logos almost simultaneously. While logos is the use of individual facts, and pathos is more the emotional appeal to the audience, she doesn't give just standard facts and numbers to prove her point. Rather, she gives actual examples from her life and her friends, and thus using pathos to explain her point. So, for example, in the beginning of her speech, she talks about her life and how she doesn't like to be called the multinational and the multinational woman because it fails to really reflect other experiences of her life that she's gone through rather than where she was just born. And when talking about specific examples, as you guys just listened to, like her friends Olu, who was born in Nigeria and loves going to Nigeria, but has lived in other parts of the world since then and feels less connected. Or Odu, who was born in West Argentina and loves going back to Argentina, but currently lives in Berlin and has more in common with the people of Berlin, like his accent and stuff, than he does way back all the way in West Argentina. And finally, kairos is how does this message or speech relate directly to the audience in everyday life? And when listening to Teyai Selasi's overall message, it's pretty clear that this relates to everyone, because everyone is from a place, exactly where you're born, whether it's in the United States, overseas somewhere. Everyone's born from one specific spot, but it's really the experiences you have, where you end up, where you're a local, as she would say, that make you who you are and doesn't define you into a single story, which, as we've learned in the past, is scary and pretty dangerous. So you gotta look at someone as a whole rather than just one part of where they're from. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.